And so he concluded that it must be something which nobody had detected before, nobody had thought about, and he gave it this name, dark matter.
Why is space so dark? That's a good question, and the answer is because the universe is a jerk. Yeah, you heard me right. The universe is a jerk who likes to play tricks on us. Otherwise, why would it be so dark even though the universe is filled with stars? I'm sure some of you are raising an eyebrow to this question, thinking, come on, it's dark in space because it's bedtime for the universe, right? Well, don't feel bad if you thought that way because you're not alone. In fact, this question has been keeping scientists up at night for centuries. And it even has a cool name, Olbers paradox. That sounds like something you would find in a sci-fi movie. Olbers' paradox is named after Heinrich Wilhelm Olbers, a German astronomer who was bored one night and decided to ask a weird question. He wondered why the night sky is not as bright as the sun, since there are so many stars in the universe that every point in the sky should be occupied by a star. Well, keep watching because there's more to this story than meets the eye. In fact, there are some epic explanations for why space keeps its lights low, and they're more surprising than a plot twist in your favorite movie. Alright, let's break it down. Light's no speed demon. It cruises at a fixed speed of about 300,000 kilometers per second. So when we're looking at something far, that light takes its sweet time to get to us. Like the sunlight we enjoy on Earth, it takes a whole 8 minutes to reach us from the sun. And Proxima Centauri, our nearest star neighbor, well, it takes a cool 4 years to reach us. When I realized how slow light is compared to the universe, I was sad, guys. I wanted to travel to different galaxies and explore new planets, but speed is a big problem. Where are you, wormhole, when we need you the most? Now, another question. Why is Olbers' paradox in the mix? Well, think about it this way. When you're looking to space, what you're really seeing is the past. So when you're checking out a star that's a mere 10 light years away, you're gazing at that star as it was a decade ago. And if you're looking at a star that's 100 light years away, you're actually catching a glimpse of that star as it existed a century ago. It's like a giant time machine right above our heads. And this process happens all the time, even when you look at something nearby. It takes a little time for the light to reach your eyes and then your brain to process the data, and then you can say, I see you, but because the distances are so short here, it seems like it happens instantly. Now, the universe is estimated to be about 13 billion years old. That means that we can only see stars that are within 13 billion light years from Earth. Anything beyond that distance is invisible to us because their light has not reached us yet. So even though there are billions of trillions of stars in the observable universe, we can only see a fraction of them, and that fraction is not enough to fill up the whole sky with light. It's like going to a concert and finding out that most of the singers are lip-syncing. How disappointing is that? Thanks for nothing, universe. But wait a minute, even if we can only see stars within 13 billion light years from Earth, shouldn't the sky still be bright with starlight? After all, there are about 200 billion stars in our own galaxy alone, and there are about 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. Well, that brings us to the second reason why space is so dark. The universe is not small enough. You see, even though there are many stars in the universe, they are also very far apart from each other. The average distance between stars in our galaxy is about 4 light years, and the average distance between galaxies is about 20 million light years. That means that most of the space in the universe is empty, and empty space does not emit or reflect any light. So when you look at the night sky, you're mostly looking at huge gaps of nothingness. And even when you do see a star or a galaxy, it looks very faint because of its distance. It's like trying to see a firefly from across a football field, or a candle from across a city, or a flashlight from across a continent. You get the idea. Now let me take you on a cosmic tour with a snapshot from the James Webb Space Telescope. The interstellar superstar launched in 2021. This high-tech marvel is hanging out about 1.5 million kilometers away from our good old Earth, and it can see things that no other cameras can. The photo we've got here captures just a tiny part of the sky, like looking at a tiny dot of sand. But don't be fooled by its size because this picture has a lot of amazing things in it. Thousands of galaxies are in this picture, each one with its unique style and flair. Some galaxies look like spinning wheels, like our own galaxy, the Milky Way. They have arms that go around them. Some galaxies look like fuzzy balls. They don't have clear edges, but they're still cool. And some galaxies look like nothing you've ever seen before. They have weird shapes that are not regular at all. It's like a galactic fashion show up there. These galaxies are so far away that their light has traveled for billions of years before reaching us. In fact, some of them are so old that they formed when the universe was only a few 100 million years old. That means that we're seeing them as they were in the very early stages of their evolution before they had formed stars and planets. Now, here's where the universe's split personality comes into play. On one hand, this image is mind-blowing, showcasing the universe's incredible diversity and beauty. It's like an art gallery up there, displaying galaxies of all shapes, colors, and sizes. But it's also a stark reminder of the universe's lonely side, because even though we're admiring thousands of galaxies in this image, it's like catching only a tiny part of the whole sky. Most of the pixels in this picture, well, they're as black as a moonless night, symbolizing the vast emptiness and solitude that fills the space between the stars. So the universe is not small enough to make the sky bright with stars. But hey, we have one final reason, and it has to do with the universe being a big show-off. You see, the universe is not happy with being huge and empty. It also wants to be bigger and emptier. So it keeps expanding, stretching the space between the galaxies. This expansion was discovered by Edwin Hubble in 1929 when he noticed that distant galaxies are running away from us like scared rabbits. This phenomenon is called Hubbles Law, and it means that the universe started from a tiny dot of superhot stuff called the Big Bang, about 13 billion years ago. But how does this make space darker? Well, as the universe expands, the light from distant galaxies gets stretched too. This makes the light change its color and brightness. This effect has a name: redshift. It means that the light changes its color as it travels through the expanding space. For example, if a galaxy emits blue light but it's moving away from us very fast, we will see it as a red light instead. Now, redshift affects not only the color of the light but also its brightness. As the light gets stretched, it also gets weaker and dimmer. This means that the farther away a galaxy is, the harder it is to see. And if a galaxy is moving away from us faster than light itself, which can happen because space is weird like that, then we'll never see it at all. It will be beyond our reach, hidden and lost. So even if we could see stars beyond 13 billion light years from Earth, they would be so redshifted and dimmed that they wouldn't make much difference to the brightness of the sky. As time passes, more and more galaxies will say goodbye to us and vanish from our sight. Eventually, we'll only have our own galaxy and a few neighbors to keep us company. And then even those will go out like candles as the stars run out of gas and die. This scenario is called the heat death of the universe, and it's expected to happen in about a gazillion years. At that point, the universe will be dark, cold, and lonely. But what if we're not alone in this dark abyss? What if there's something out there looking for meaning like us? Yes, I'm talking about aliens, my friends. And we might be closer to discovering the mystery than ever before. We made a video on this topic and you should definitely watch it. Trust me, it's top-notch quality. Just click here to see for yourself. But hey, wait a second, before you rush to watch that awesome video, I've got something huge to tell you. Are you listening? Here it goes. If you liked this video, please smash that like button, spread the word with your friends, and join our space family by subscribing and ringing the bell. I know it might sound like a broken record, but it's a big help for us. Thanks for hanging out. See you soon for more amazing space videos.